Before starting this course, just I want to show you some texture images and the photos which I used for this project. Just go to the project. The shortcut is Ctrl plus I in PC and Command plus I in Mac. And these are the images which I used for making this project. Select all these images and import, and I want to create one new folder and make it as textures. And drag all these images into this folder. And now I want to take a new composition, and the shortcut is Ctrl plus N in PC and Command plus N in Mac. And I want to name it as main comp. Now I am going to drag one texture. So I am going to drag this texture into this comp and adjust the texture according to the composition. I want to make it a pre-comp. The shortcut is Ctrl Shift plus C in PC and Command Shift plus C in Mac. And I want to name it as background texture. Okay, and I want to color correct this image. I don't want this color, so go to the effects and presets and type in the curves. I want to drag this curve very little bit up, and I want to add one more effect called levels. Drag into this layer, and here the left side indicates the graph having the darkest pixels and the right indicates the white pixels, so that I need to drag this little bit dark. Drag a little bit. Alright, it's looking good. And I need to take one more effect called exposure. This is also same from color correction only. Drag it over here and increase it little bit up, just little bit up. Alright, we finished the color correction for this background, and I want to make it into 3D. So the shortcut is R, and here X rotation, Y rotation, and Z rotation you may see. Just initially I need to animate in Z rotation. So click a keyframe over here and go to the third frame, and I want to make it into 90 degrees, animate in 90 degrees. And again next go to the 6th frame and 90 plus 90, 180. And again 9th frame, just I need 270. So that I will get very good animation over here, because keyframes are in very consistently equal. Make it easy is the shortcut is F9. Just I need to apply one more effect. Here I want to fill this texture, so that I am going to take one effect called motion tile. So what this motion tile is going to make is it will fill this comp with this texture. So I want to tweak the settings of output width and output height. Don't give very high results, because sometimes you may face the rendering issues. Turn on this mirror edges, don't forget it. Alright, it's looking cool, and I need to apply one expression because I want this rotation animation to be continued for this entire composition. So Alt in PC and Option in Mac. Click this arrow button over here and go to the property. Just I need to apply called loop out, this one. So now I may see this animation for this entire composition it will play. So without copying these keyframes, just a simple expression I can make it. And now I'm going to take one adjustment layer. Go to the new adjustment layer. And I want to apply one effect posterize time, which we discussed about this effect in the previous class. Initially, our composition settings is having with 29.97 frame seconds, because this is a normal motion, this is not a stop motion. To converting this project into stop motion, I'm taking this posterize time effect. This is the very convenient method for making stop motion instead of doing it from here. For that reason, I'm using posterize time and make it into 8 frames. And now I'm going to see the result. Now I need to animate the background texture color, so that I'm going to take one effect called tint in color correction. Drag it into this layer, and initially just I want to solo it first, and initially the color is white, so that I want to keyframe over here. Just go to the 3 frames, animate according to this keyframes rotation of the texture, and I want to make it here some yellowish color. Drag it over a little bit, and again go to the 6th frame, and I want to change the color to some sky blue color, and again I'm going to 9th frame, and again I want to change the color to some blue color, light blue. Alright, and apply the same expression over here which we previously did for Z rotation. Go to the property, select it, loop out. Okay, just unsolo it. Now we will see with the stop motion effect. Cool, it's looking very good. Alright, I need to create a custom shape to place in the above of this animated background. I need to create a new composition. Name it as shape animation. I need to take a custom shape with the pen tool, and I need to draw a zigzag line. Just go to the shape layer once and disable the fill over here. Let it be some 30 around like that. In this part it's looking little bit sharp, just I need to make it smooth. Click or add over here, and I want to take a round corner. And I want to increase the radius to 100. Alright, and just now I need to take one more thing called trim paths. Just before that, just here the line cap is in butter cap mode, just make it in round cap, because it will give you the smooth edges over here. And initially bring down the keyframe of end animation to 0, and just after going to the 15 frames, just I need to make it the value to 100, and now keyframe the start animation over here, and just after going to the 15th frame, just make it into 100. Alright, we finished this shape animation, and make all the keyframes in ease and ease. The shortcut is F9. Okay, and now I need to give one effect called Turbulent Displays. And place it over here in the shape layer, and I want to give this amount to around 10 to 15, and the size should be around 25 to 30. Just decrease the value. Now I need to give one effect called rough edges. And here the border value should be around 19 to 20. And the scale should be, I want to increase it more, make it around 200 like that. And the complexity, just make it 3. Alright, we finished this shape layer animation over here. I want to fill this entire composition with this shape layer animation. So now I'm going to take more duplicates. Duplicate. And I want to displace this layer around 2 to 3 frames like that. Enter the P over here and adjust the exposition over here. And duplicate one more time. Just I need 25 duplicates to fill this entire composition. Alright, I filled this entire composition with the shape layers. Just now I need to give the random colors for each shape layer, so that I'm going to effects generate and I want to take a fill. And I don't need the red color. Just I want to take the green, copy it, Control C and paste. And repeat the same process for all the shape layers. Alright, I completed everything and I used to give all the colors for all the shape layers. For each shape layer there is different colors. And just now I need to go to the main composition and I want to drag this shape layer animation over here. Place it below the adjustment layer, otherwise it looks like a normal animation. It won't look like a stop motion effect. Okay, and just once I need to play it. And here I need to duplicate some more times because I need this shape animation to cover entire this timeline. Control D. I want to displace the layer by nearly some 10 frames like that. And displace the layers properly. I finished everything. I displaced all the layers and this entire timeline is covered with this shape animation layer now. I finished everything. Just I need to recomp all the shape layer animation and rename it as shape animation. Now I need to drag one texture. So I want to drag this BG paper texture over here and I want to apply this texture as Luma matte for the shape animation. Before doing that, I want to take one effect called color curves in color correction. And drag it over here. Drag it down a little bit. Apply one more effect called exposure. Decrease the value here. And I want to apply one more effect called levels. I want to drag this white pixel little bit and I want to drag this black node little bit. Now I need to apply a Luma matte over here. But before doing that, solo both BG texture and shape animation. Go to the track matte and apply a Luma matte. Alright, just now we finished this one, and before that go to the color mode over here and put it on overlay mode. Welcome back. In this class I'm going to show you this circular shape layer which we are seeing under this burger. So I'm going to teach you how to make this circular shape animation. So first of all I'm going to take a new composition, and the comp size should be around 1920 by 1080. Rename it as circular shape animation. I'm going to take the ellipse tool, draw a circular shape over here, and go to the ellipse, drag down and disable the fill over here, and I want to increase the stroke width to nearly some 100. So increase a little bit, just make it 150, and here the line cap is in butter cap. I don't need butter cap, just I want to put it in round cap. Scale the shape layer very little bit because it's touching these borders, and place it to the center of this composition. And now I want to click this add, and I want to add a trim paths, and just I want to animate only the end position over here. Initially it should be 0. Just keyframe the endpoint over here and go to some 15th frame, some 10 frames, just and increase the value to 100. That's it. And don't forget to make this keyframes in ease and ease. Alright, we finished this one. Now I need to pre-comp this guy. Pre-comp and make it as circular shape pre-comp. And now I need to take one solid. The shortcut is Ctrl plus Y in PC and Command plus Y in Mac. Color should be in white color only. I don't want to change any color. And now I need to add one effect called scribble. Place it in the white solid, and see when I am applying this scribble effect, it's showing anything else, and my solid also completely it's not at all visible in this composition. Why? Because the scribble effect will work when you are having only when the mask is applied to this solid. So here in this white solid I don't have any mask, so now I am going to take one rectangular mask, and now I need to go to the mask and apply the smart. See, now we are going to see this scribble effect over here. I don't want to change any settings or anything else. I want to leave it as per default, and drag this white solid under this pre-comp and go to the toggle switches and go to the track mode, and I want to make it as alpha matte. Now we are going to see this scribble is inserted under this shape layer. Alright, we finished this one, and once go to the main composition, and I want to drag this circular shape pre-comp animation into this main comp, place it under this adjustment layer, and I want to apply some effects called Turbulent Displays. And I need this amount should be like around 15. And size should be 15. That's it. I don't want to touch anything else other than this amount and size settings. And now I need to take one more effect called rough edges. I need to decrease the value of the border to 2 from 8, and I don't want to touch edge sharpness, I don't want to touch fractional noise, and decrease the scale little bit to 15. and I don't want to search complexity or evolution, anything else. Rest everything is fine. Just I need to duplicate this circular shape animation. The shortcut is Ctrl plus D and Command D in Mac. And just I want to scale it little bit. Make sure it is in center to this composition or not. And go to this down one. Arrange this one in the center. Alright. And now I need this first circular shape animation. I want this color to be in some other color. I don't need white color. Just go to the fill. So I'm going to give some pink color. One more thing, I need to apply a layer shadow over here for both the circular shape animations. Just go to the layer and go to the layer styles and apply drop shadow. Just alright, and copy this drop shadow, Ctrl C and Ctrl V to the other shape animation. And one more thing, just I don't want all the two shape layer animation should be formed at the same time, so that for the first of all the white layer shape animation should come little bit late. Select both circular shape animations. I want them to start from 15th to 10th. Just once we can preview it, how it's looking. Alright, it's looking cool. Welcome back. Bring burger into new composition and cut it with the help of pen tool. We completed this process, and just I need to apply a new effect called matte choker over here, because to clean the edges very neatly. And increase the geometric softness high. Increase the choke one. And increase the choke 2 as well. And once you can check it by turn off the matte choker and see the difference. I'm happy with this result, and I'm going to the main. Just I want to drag this burger into this composition. Place it under the adjustment layer. Scale it down very little bit. Still little bit. Place it to the center of this composition. Still little bit more, around, try it with 17. Play it once. Alright, it's looking cool. In the next class, I'm going to animate this burger. Welcome back. For animating this burger, Just I want to color correct this burger because the color is looking very dull. So I want to color correct this burger. So I'm going to take a levels from the color correction. And we are going to see some histogram over here. So here the right point indicates the white pixel and the left side point indicates the darkest pixel. So I want to crunch this white pixel just a little bit. Still drag it to the left side, sorry, right side. Alright, I need to apply one more effect called curves. Increase the graph very little bit. Alright, the color correction is looking cool. And when compared to the before, the burger is looking very bright. Previously the burger is looking very dull. So now I want to animate this burger. So before doing that, I want to pre-comp this burger. And I want to enable the 3D over here for the burger composition. And I want to change this pivot point over here. So I want to drag this pivot point to this edge. The shortcut is Y. And drag this pivot point to this edge. Just I want to animate this burger here. So, and make sure the burger is in the center. So I want to arrange this burger in the center of this composition. And before start keyframing, just I need to start to keyframe the position and the scale. So arrange these keyframes and place these keyframes exactly on the 20th frame. And again go to the first frame. I want the position of the Y should animate. So I am dragging the Y down, very down. I can't able to see in this composition, and the scale should be 0. Initially scale should be 0. And when it reaches to 20th frame, now I want to select the position Y and it should go a little bit up. Again I want to keyframe on 30th frame. Burger position should get down or the negative direction. And again I want to keyframe on 40th frame. And this time the burger should go up and it touches the border. And again I need to animate on the 50th frame. Here I need the burger should come at the center of the composition. It's cool. Once ease and ease all the keyframes, and we can check it. I want to take this swing animation a little bit to the next level. So I want to drag this Y position a little bit up over here on the 20th frame and come to the again 30th frame. Just I want to animate the Y position a little bit down. And here on the 40th frame, just I want to drag the Y position a little bit down now. And here just I need to drag a little bit down over here. And again go to the 60th frame. So I want to drag this burger to the center. Final animation over here. Now it's looking at the center. Just once we can check the animation. This is looking little bit slow, so I want to drag these keyframes little bit near by near so that the animation will look fast. Alright, it's looking cool. And now once go to the main composition and we can check our burger animation under the stop motion effect. Alright, it's looking cool. And I want to displace this burger after completing this circular shape layers. So it should start after completing the circular shape layer animations. The result is looking in this way. Now I need to take two duplicates of this burger, and I want to change these colors of this duplicate, and these duplicates should follow this main burger. For that reason I'm using duplicates. So the Control D and Command D in Mac, displace it over around, it should start around 10 frames. Rename it to burger red color. And I want to displace it to another 10 frames and rename it burger yellow color. Just I need to take one more effect called color correction and tint. And just once solo it before changing the color. So here it's white and I want to select the red color. With the help of levels, I want to drag the fade out the color a little bit. And once select both these effects, we Control plus C and paste it over here, the yellow color. Red to yellow. Tweak the settings of the levels over here. Tweak the amount settings also here. Reduce the opacity a little bit for the red and the yellow color burgers. I want to put around 90 opacity value should be. Alright, and I want to tweak the settings of this yellow color because I need to change the color a little bit. So I want give a little bit brightness for this yellow color burger and unsole it once. And once we can check the result. Now I need to add a shadow for this main burger. So I want to add a very long shadow for this burger. So I'm going to take one effect called CC Radial Blur. And initially it's in Scratch. Just I need to select the fading zoom and increase the amount to a little bit high, somewhere around 50 like that. Initially the point is on the center of this composition. Just I need to drag this point very far from this comp. So it's looking like a fading zoom effect now because the shadow should come in this way only. From this corner I need the shadow and I want to change the color. So I'm taking a fill color from the generate I want to give some black color. I don't want this result. This result is not at all final result, because here some areas the shadow is not at all filling. So I want to fill this entire area with the shadow. So I'm going to take one levels for this to fill this entire region. Instead of RGB, I want to take it as an alpha. Crunch this white point so it's filling. So now we are going to see the shadow is very thick. We are going to see very thick shadow over here, and but I don't need this kind of very thick shadow. For that reason I am going to crunch this down point over here. It will reduce the opacity of the shadow. It's looking cool. And after applying these results, now our main burger is missing. So I want my main burger should get back. For that reason I'm going to use CC composite. Burger is back, but it's not at all looking good because it's having some issues, like it's looking like transparent, and the color is also very bright. I don't need. So why I'm getting this result means because here it's RGB only is checked out. Just I need to turn off this checkbox. Now our result is back. Previously how the burger is looking, in the same way now this burger is also looking. Here a lot of color modes are there. Just I don't want to touch anything else. Alright, and everything is fine, but this shadow is looking very sharp, but I need very soft edges shadow. So I'm going to use Gaussian blur. And place it before CC composite and increase the blurriness a little bit until we issue the result. Soft shadow, still a little bit. Just play the animation and we will get the result. Alright, it's looking cool. Alright, welcome back. Now we need to animate the additional shape layers which are under this burger. So for that I need to take a new composition. Additional DG shape layers. With the help of this pen tool I need to draw on custom shapes. Go to the shape layer and disable the fill. I don't need it. And go to the stroke and increase the stroke width to around some 40 like that. And from here line cap, just I don't need butter cap, just I want to place it as a round cap. Just alright, just we finished the drawing this shape, and I need to adjust this shape a little bit. It's looking cool, and I need to animate the trim paths over here. Just select the trim path. Start keyframing. Just initially I need to animate the end position over here. Go to the some 10th frame. I want the value to be 100, and from the 10th frame start animating the start key position, and again go to the 20th frame, give the value of start to 100. It's looking cool. Select all the keyframes and make it as easy and easy. The shortcut is F9. Alright, just enable the 3D. So instead of using the repeater over here, just I don't want to use the repeater from this add button. looking very cool effect, just I need to make the duplicates of the shape layer. For that reason I'm not using repeater. So I want to duplicate this. I want to duplicate nearly 4 to 5 times of the shape layer. Just press R and rotate it to around some 100 degrees and duplicate one more time. Give the value around some 190 degrees and duplicate one more time, and this time just give some 270 like that, sorry 290 like this. Alright, once select all the shape layers, drag it in the middle, and I don't want all the shape layers should be start at the same time and end at the same time, so I want to maintain some time offset here. Alright, now I need to change the colors over here. For first one, just I need to go to the effects and presets and type fill. And for the first one, I want to take an yellow color. And for the second one, just I need to take a pink color. And for third one, I want to fill the color with the red color. And for fourth one, I want to fill the color with blue color. Alright, we finished everything. Just I need to decrease the scale of this shape layer a little bit. So for that I need to take one null object, and this null object should control the shape. This control the position and the scale of all the shape layers. So I'm parenting all these shape layers to this null, and I want to decrease the scale a little bit and make it to 50, and I want to position at the center, correctly exactly the center. And now I need to pre-comp everything. And rename the comp to additional shapes PG pre-comp. Enable the 3D, and I want to duplicate 2 to 3 times. Control plus D and Command D in Mac, and go to the rotation. Z rotation to around some 45 degrees like that, and duplicate one more time and make it 90, and duplicate one more time and make it 180. Place the layers with different time offset as I said before. Just I am maintaining some different time offsets because I don't want all the shape layers should come in the exact time. Alright, just once we need to go back to our main composition, drag this additional shape layers into our main composition, and place it below the burger. And once I want to solo it, everything is fine, but I need to add one effect here called Turbulent Displays. Decrease the amount to 20 and size to make the size to 60. Alright, just I need to give another effect called Rough Edges. decrease the border to 2 and decrease the scale a little bit. And I need to add a drop shadow over here. Go to the layer and add drop shadow over here and change the size to around 6 and opacity to 100 and angle little bit and distance and the size to little bit. And once unsolo it, and just I need to displace this one, and I want to place this additional shape layers. When the burger is coming towards the center of this position, this additional shape layers should start. Alright, and increase the scale little bit. And I need a duplicates here. Just Ctrl plus D over here and place this with a different time set. And one more duplicate. And rotate it a little bit. And duplicate one more time. Place it with a different time offset and rotate it a little bit and increase the scale as well as for maintaining the random size.